It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Vikings and the Ravens next on EA Sports.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Justin Tucker and for the field goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Cousins. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On play action, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They go play action. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cousins again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 16, Cousins steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Nathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Eluding the pressure right.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
There you go.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
So we hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play action now. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They run it again with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Push, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Able to push his way through. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one bit.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they'll try the jet sweep here.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
On 2nd down, Cook fights through him. Whoa! It still won't go down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And running with power here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big pickup there on the scramble. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Hey, let's go.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.